There's plenty of Pokemon that were never released in any of the Pokemon games. For one reason or another, a lot of these Pokemon designs just simply did not make the cut. It's a reality of the game industry when it comes to any kind of game design. There's going to be cut content, and unfortunately that includes the Pokemon franchise as well.
What's that?
There is no data. There are still Pokemon yet to be identified.
Thanks to Dr. Lava on Twitter, we were able to unearth a lot of these unreleased Pokemon, and I'm going to be talking about 5 of them that really stuck out to me. Alright, let's get right into it. How's it hanging, everyone? It's me, it's Count, here with a brand new video. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 unreleased Pokemon that should have been in the game, but we just did not see them ever get released. Now before I get started on this list, you have to go and check out Dr. Lava's Lost Pokemon on Twitter. I will leave a link to him on the description below. They have been unearthing a lot of unreleased content in Pokemon, and it's a really interesting Twitter. Pretty much all of the information in this video comes from that Twitter handle. They provide a lot of great information with a lot of cool homemade graphics, and yeah, they're definitely worth a follow, so do go and check them out. And they do have a YouTube as well, so make sure you subscribe to them. But speaking of subscriptions, if it's your first time here to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget that little bell as well so you stay notified on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel possible. Every little bit helps, so if you want to support this channel, definitely go and check out the link in the description below. And I also set up a lot of merch as well, so do go and check that out. Alright, so with all of that out of the way, let's talk about the unreleased Pokemon in the Pokemon franchise. Coming in at number 5, we have Crocky. Now this crocodile looking Pokemon was originally supposed to be released in Gen 1, and it seems like its design ended up becoming Totodile. Crocky was a very kooky looking little Pokemon, and of course it seems like he was cut because he just did not fit the design of a lot of the Gen 1 Pokemon. But it would have been really interesting to see this Pokemon. There's no telling if it would have had an evolution, but Crocky was a Pokemon that could have appeared in Generation 1. I wonder what the game would have looked like if we had Pokemon like Crocky in the game, if some of the Pokemon that we currently know very well would have had a design very similar to Crocky. Of course, Crocky does not fit the theme of what we saw in Generation 1. He had a lot of cartoony features, and it's not something that we see very commonly in the Pokemon franchise. Coming in at number 4, I have Bamushika. Now this sea lion Pokemon was a little interesting, mainly because it would have been one of the first water and fire types. This Pokemon was originally slated to be released in Generation 2, given that it was part of Gold and Silver's 1997 demo. What I also found very interesting about this Pokemon's design is that it had a ball of molten fire on its nose, so very similar to what we see with other sea lions in the real world, it had a ball that it seems to juggle on its nose. I actually wonder if that ball would have transformed as well if this Pokemon were to evolve, if it would have gotten bigger or if it would have turned into something else. Who knows? We just never will know. Now coming in at number 3, we have Omega. Omega was a Pokemon that was loosely designed after the Mechagodzilla design. Omega was one of the several Pokemon that was supposed to come out with Gen 1, but it looks like its design was reworked for Kangaskhan or something very similar. I'm actually disappointed about this one because I really think this would have been a really cool addition to the original Pokemon game, and I wonder if it would have been the first and only Steel typing in Generation 1. Now coming in at number 2, it is Rinrin. This tiny little cat Pokemon was originally going to be in Generation 2, and much like with Bamushika, this was discovered in the Gold and Silver's 1997 demo. This small little cat with all of the bells surrounding its body would have been a Dark-type feline character, but unfortunately it just did not make the cut. Of course, there were plenty of other Dark-type cats that were released over time, So it's possible that this little cat Pokemon was redesigned and repurposed for future generations of cat Pokemon. And of course, Rinrin did have an evolution that was also revealed, and it was Rinrin. This little cat Pokemon was definitely a cute one, and it would have been a perfect addition to Pokemon. Unfortunately, it just did not make the cut. Considering that Gen 2 had plenty of dark types, maybe it was cut simply because there just wasn't any room for it. But who knows, I wonder if this Pokemon could potentially be released in the future, considering a lot of people are aware of it and they are definitely fond of it. But as much as people are fond of Rinrin, there's definitely a lot of people who are fans of the top unreleased Pokemon on this list. And that Pokemon coming in at number 1 is Katara. This tiny little ball of joy definitely resembles a real-life Bengal tiger, and of course it also had 2 stages of evolution that were revealed with it. Katara was originally supposed to be part of Gen 2, and it would have been an electric type. But sadly, it did get cut, and I almost wonder if it was repurposed for Shinx, considering that Shinx is also a feline electric type, and it does have 2 stages of evolutions. But to be honest with you, I really love the design of Katara. It fit really well with Pokemon's design at the time, and it definitely would have been a classic Pokemon. It definitely would have been a Pokemon that would have been a fan favorite. It's a real shame that this Pokemon in particular was cut from the Pokemon franchise. It definitely would have been a great addition. So there you have it, everyone. These are the 5 Pokemon that I consider at the very top among all of the Pokemon that were cut from the Pokemon franchise. I really love a lot of their designs, and they would have been perfect for Pokemon, but unfortunately, because of technical limitations, or simply because at the time they just did not find the right place for these Pokemon to fit in, these Pokemon just did not make it into any of the games. But I'm really hoping that in future generations, maybe we will see some of these Pokemon make an appearance, especially because with people like Dr. Lava showcasing them, people are definitely becoming more aware of unreleased Pokemon such as these. And like I said, it's definitely possible that a lot of these Pokemon were redesigned and repurposed in future generations. I have a high suspicion that Katara ended up becoming Shinx, but who knows? We just don't know. Unfortunately, only Gamefreak has the power to release these Pokemon, but I really hope they end up doing it someday. I really think it's interesting when we look at unreleased content, we kind of get a glimpse of what Game Freak were thinking when they were designing these Pokemon games, especially when it came to the designs of the Pokemon themselves. At some points they were definitely going for the cute factor, at other times they were going for the cool factor, but in general I feel like they were always on the right track, at least until we got to Gen 5, because I feel like that was the generation where they were just running out of ideas. But in any case, yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and definitely share this video with your friends. It's definitely something that's very interesting in my opinion. And again, don't forget to follow Dr. Lava on Twitter. He provided all of these cool tidbits of information, so definitely go and check him out if you want to see more stuff like this. I'll leave a link to him in the description below. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you enjoyed it. I am Count Jinsula, and I'll catch you all later. Hey, how's it going, everyone? Before I end this video, I want to talk about how you can support this channel financially. If you really enjoy my content and you want to chip in, well, definitely check out the link in the description below. It will take you to my Patreon page, and that is how you can support this channel. And on top of all of that, I left a lot of nice, cool perks for you. If you really want to support my channel, then you will not go empty-handed. I will continue to improve the quality of my videos, but at the same time, I will add you to my friends list. I will give you a shout out in my videos. Speaking of a shout out, check out these patrons down below. They are the ones supporting my channel, and so can you. So definitely go and check it out. And for everyone who supports my channel, thank you. So there you have it, everyone. That's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button as well. I am Count Jinsula, and I'll catch you all later.